And it's heating up outside, and a lot of you are getting ready to enjoy some of our local waterways this Memorial Day weekend.
But before you swim, make sure you know how safe it is for you and your family. As WKRG News 5's Blake Brown explains, you might be surprised to learn what could be lurking below the surface.
They're suiting up to keep you and your family safe when swimming in Mobile and Baldwin counties.
They'll read the samples. Anything that's over the EPA safe to swim threshold, they'll go out again, resample just to double check and be sure.
This team is part of Mobile Baykeeper, an environmental watchdog group, making sure high bacteria levels in the water don't cause respiratory infections or gastrointestinal illnesses. In some cases, you could end up in the hospital. That's why summer testing is ramping up weekly starting now.
Because we're entering our rainy season and we're testing more frequently, we'll see higher levels more often.
In Baldwin County, there's one site consistently testing higher than other places. Just this year, Marianne Nelson Beach south of Point Clear along Mobile Bay has tested above the EPA threshold 7 times since January 10th. You can see how the Alabama Department of Public Health also monitors the dangerous bacteria amounts, marking a location in yellow on their report once levels are above 104 enterococci colonies per 100 milliliters of water. When that happens, they test again the next day, and it's marked in red if there's no change. With levels like this, you're at risk for serious diseases like meningitis or hepatitis.
It's really important to have water quality information to make sure that people know it's safe to swim.
Mobile Baykeeper says frequent rain this time of year causes stormwater, sewage spills, and pet waste to drain into creeks, rivers, and bays. The organization tells us some of the development in Baldwin County caused by the rapid population growth isn't helping the problems.
As far as stormwater goes, having irresponsible development practices where you're not practicing low impact development, where you're not leaving some natural filtration in place like trees and fields to kind of capture stormwater and filter out those pollutants can lead to a lot of issues with stormwater runoff.
That's something residents are also watching as they too monitor what's happening, making sure they avoid swimming or fishing when an alert is issued.
There are people who are coming here to enjoy the waterways. I'm concerned about what's happening.
The water samples collected at each site are tested for E. coli and other bacteria. They're sent to the lab, and anyone subscribed to Mobile Baykeeper Swim Where It's Monitored program, or SWIM for short, is notified once levels are considered unsafe.
It's important for people to have access to that information. I think it's kind of hard to disseminate that information from just a scientific study, so having that map easily accessible and seeing the different levels really easily is really important.
With help from the Alabama Department of Environmental Management, the City of Daphne, and the Alabama Department of Public Health, more than 25 popular spots are tested from Perdido Bay to Dolphin Island.
The health department ultimately will put out a swim advisory.
Mobile Baykeeper making sure its interactive swim map is updated weekly. A blue mark is good, indicating low bacteria levels. A red mark indicates high bacteria levels. And a gray mark like this means the levels are unknown because that particular site hasn't been tested within the past 7 days. It's a process repeated time and time again, and as more folks move to our area, Mobile Baykeeper says it's important to make sure they know where to go and where to avoid. In Baldwin County, I'm Blake Brown, WKRG News 5.